Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. It's another day, it's another dollar, and it's another low down dirt of love during lockup. My loves, this is the final season finale of Love During Lockup. And the first on the docket is Ayesha and Michael. My loves, Ayesha throws caution to the wind, and she is on the road to see Michael. Today is the first day, and she's ready to see her man. But loves, this dude calls her at the last minute to tell her his daughters will be there at the visit. This is her first visit with this man, and she's not really feeling that. But what can she do, really? What can she do? She's almost at the prison. She done wasted all this gas, so she might as well just gone through this now. So she rolls up to the pokey, expecting, I guess, a romantic jailhouse visit, at least for a nanosecond, along with Michael. But only she finds a little surprise welcoming committee. The daughters were already there in the parking lot. And the girls, they looking at Ayesha like she was a glitch in the matrix. They have never heard of this woman in their lives. I'm like, what? This man don't tell anybody anything. Doesn't tell anyone anything. So anyway, afterwards, Aisha's still out here calling Michael a superhero after all of that stuff. And even though he barely spoke to her, because the kids were hogging the time, after the visit. I mean, he had three people to divide his attention to. So they couldn't, do any hanky panky or talk some hanky panky, So, Ayesha, she took it like a champ, and, she took the girls out for some lunch. And they sat down and compared notes. And let's just say the math wasn't mathing. The daughters didn't even know their daddy was serving a life sentence until Ayesha spoke it. And at that moment, one of them started crying. And Michael's over there. This man. He was over there like, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in passing. And I'm like, sir, a life sentence isn't by the way, sir, it's the whole book. Now, Aisha's out here trying to crowdsource $4,000 to spring him out, or at least get an attorney to spring him out. Now, look, if she wants to pay for his freedom just so his kids can have a father, more power to her. But she's basically paying a $4,000 cover charge for a relationship that's already in the clearance bin, my loves. I hope it works out for her, because I'm kind of feeling it. I don't know why. I don't know what's in the water. Anyway, moving on to Kaye and Michael. Now, it's been 6 years, and Michael is finally swapping his jumpsuit for civilian clothes. Now, the kids are stressed out, thinking he's going to pull a U-turn back to the pokey. But they don't realize their pops is a free spirit. Kaylee's out here selling the 1-year guarantees, 6 months in a halfway house and 6 months of house arrest. So it's basically a trial subscription to fatherhood. But sorry, Grayson, that's Kaylee's son. Sorry, Grayson, your birthday was the sacrificial lamb for this glorious moment for the pickup for your daddy. The real tragedy, there was no reunion tour at the local Marriott. Well, no hanky-panky for Kaye and Michael. The prison staff made sure the only thing getting heated up today is the cab ride home. Wait a minute. There was only one person in that cab ride, and that was Michael. And Kaylee's out there, hopped in her car, trailing behind the cab. And before that, she was wearing this dress, and I'm wondering, wait. Didn't you get a BBL? Why? Wait. Isn't that supposed to be in the back? Why is it in the front? Why was that BBL installed in the front? That's a very bold choice. But, hey, maybe that's the thing now. Bold choice. But anyway, she hunts down that cab and she flies into her man's arms. And clearly, nothing says I love you like missing your son's cake and President's Day. To stand on a curb outside the correctional facility, that's the halfway house, my love. But he says, smooches, smooches, give me my stuff and let me go back in this house. And I'm like, she's punching above her grade. She's pumping above her grade. This man is too cute, too cute. I don't know, Kaylee. And you're not trying to, you looking like, ooh, girl, you might have to, you had time to fix up and you still got time to fix up. And I think you need to do something, girl. Next on the docket, Mumu, Bonita, and Goddess. Now, it's Goddess's first and only prison visit. And the prison staff told her it's family's day. Now, she's out here in this rain, waiting for Mumu to reveal the secret that he said he wished he could tell her in person. But you know what? While she's waiting in the rain, she decides that she's going to retire from prison visits until his release because he's about to get out soon anyway. But Mumu has the unmitigated gall to ask, where is her loyalty? Loves, this man is a two-timer. All right, he's juggling women. Sir, she is literally standing in the rain for a jail call. But the real tea is the confessional. Mumu's out here treating his release day, and I can't stand when these cons do it. Like a draft pick. Ooh, like he's a king. Who gets the honor of, being there for my release day? So he's trying to decide which woman is going to have this high honor. He then calls Bonita to tell her he's moving in with his mama. And Bonita, she's got a scam detector going on. And she knows that moving in with mama is jailhouse code for I have another girl on the hook. So, yeah, this is reaching atmospheric levels. So we shall see. Even though I know this is some hijinks, I know they all know each other, and I know there's some fakery going on with this trio. Woo! Now, moving on. Now, Emily and Justin. Now, Emily finds out that Justin, a man that she has dated now for 6 months, took out his own life. Now, I think there's some unanswered questions, but we might have to accept it. Emily thinks it's mental illness since his mother had schizophrenia. I don't know if his mother's still alive. No, I think his mother passed. She had schizophrenia. And she said that they made up after the fight. And it doesn't make sense that he would end his life. Emily's mom thinks her life will be much simpler without Justin. And she needs to know how to live. And I think it was me personally, I think it was a straight up prison extortion. Now, Emily said it right when he was asked for $6,000. $6,000. That's a lot. And she doesn't know what mess he got into in prison. Let me say that again. She said it right when he asked for $6,000. If you review the tape, she says, I don't know what mess he got himself into in prison. Something in her head thought she knew he got into some mess. She knew. And well, anyway, and it wasn't no crypto. She knew he got into some mess because she said it on camera. I don't know what kind of mess he got into prison. Well, rest in peace, Justin. Now, Justin is gone. And while Emily's out here busy playing CSI prison unit, trying to solve the mystery, her mom is already in the kitchen popping champagne. Emily's out here worried about unanswered questions and family medical histories, but her mom's worry, official statement is basically problem solved. But it's not that easy for Emily. She said it because she saw a lot of coochie. She said it doesn't make sense because they were literally getting along. All right. But honey, making up doesn't pay the prison sharks who are looking for their $6,000. I'm just saying, allegedly. It was a lot of money for prison because you already gave him 3, and the next week he asked you for 6. And that's not counting all the money you gave him before. Now, loves, I do believe Emily paid Justin a lot of money during those 6 months of dating. And I can imagine she would drop $1,000 a month on him easily. So we're talking, okay, at least over $6,000. Because we knew 1 week was 3,000. So at least 6,000, if not more. So that's basically, let's just say it was 6,000. Let's go to the low end and say 6,000. That's $1,000 a month in boyfriend tax for a man who isn't even going to take out the trash. That prison extortion is a tough side hustle, and Emily clearly wasn't trying to be the CEO of his Get Out of Debt Foundation. Rest in peace, Justin. But according to Mom, the simpler life starts now. Moving on. Next on the docket is Monique and Titus. Now, Monique is at the pokey for the first time ever, but she has to change her shirt because it's see-through. I was wondering why she was wearing white. As big as she is, she should know she should wear black. Then when she meets him, loves, her world changes. We hear violins and little birdies, little twirly, chirping in the air. And all it took was a kiss and a hug. She defines the moment as the best date ever. Loves, Monique called a prison visit her best first date. Ma'am, that wasn't a date. That was a supervised visit. You're over here romanticizing a metal table and a vending machine full of honey buns and ramen while the guards watch you like a hawk. Monique, if the highlight of your year is getting patted down by security just to see your man, your standards are below the jail. Under the jail. Under the underbelly of the jail. You've got to get you outside. We've got to get you outside and away from anyone with the Department of Correction ID number. Then you need to burn that inmate dating app you got. Burn that inmate dating app. Loves, that would be too much like right. Mo wants to have, and I quote, Titus's baby. All of them. Loves, she is too late for that. I'm sure this con has a whole squad of kids and probably met his quota. Nevertheless, she doesn't want to put pressure on the man. However, she feels a baby is her true reason and purpose to be on earth. But she is excited to build a life with the teeth-licking Titus. Loves, has anyone ever told Monique about the possibility of being a single mom? She can barely take care of her own ass. All right? But anyway, my latest videos, if you haven't noticed, if you haven't seen it already, Monique and Titus are dunzo. And I think it was all I didn't feel the chemistry between Monique and Titus. They're done. If they come back together, they might be one of those on and off couples. Monique pretty much folded up her tent and left as soon as the credits rolled on this relationship. I don't see Emily and Justin. There's no man in the relationship. He's dead. Monique and Titus is gone. Monique, Bonita, and all that trio. They're going to be on Love After Lockup. But that's because they filmed in advance. But Goddess and Mumu are no longer. Kaye and Michael will be on Love After Lockup. Ayesha and Michael, well, we know 99 years before this man is released. No, 999, almost 1,000 years before that man is released. Until she gets that $4,000 to get him out. Okay, my loves, that is the lowdown dirt of Love After Lockup. No, that's the lowdown dirt of Love During Lockup. We are now gearing up for Love After Lockup. What do you think? What do you think about the whole season of Love During Lockup, my loves? What do you think? Drop a line below, hype this video, subscribe if you have not subscribed. You're not going to get this commentary anywhere else, my loves, as well as share and care if you dare. And I'm going to catch you all out on the flip side.